Okay, so this is page 2 of the Unit 6, Day 6 notes. So right now we're on example 4, and this is in the example B set where we're finding the value of x. With all of these on example B, these are all lengths. So we're going to be rounding to, and if you look back over here, it says we're going to be rounding to, for lengths, we're going to be rounding to 1 decimal place. So for all the lengths, we're going to be rounding. Again, this is set up a little bit different than the front. First, again, talking about the reference angle, this is the angle that it gives me the measurement for. We could find the other measurement. We could do everything we want with that as well. But I'm going to show you for this one first. So essentially what we have is we're going to do tangent of 50 degrees. And tangent of 50 degrees is equal to opposite. So opposite is 13 over adjacent, and adjacent is x. Now, going from here, the next thing that we have is we want to go ahead and get x by itself. If you have x in the denominator, so we have x in the denominator in this one. If you have x in the denominator, what you want to do is multiply by x on both sides. So multiply by x over here, multiply by x over here. And what that does is that will eliminate the x on this side. And so you have x times tangent of 50 degrees is equal to 13. And now we want to get x by itself. So we're going to divide tangent of 50 degrees. Tangent of 50 degrees is a number. Similar to how like 13 is a number and 7 is a number and even pi is a number. You can divide by pi on both sides. That's the same idea. So what we're left now is x equals, because these two cancel out, 13 divided by tangent of 50 degrees. This is where I would grab your Chromebook, and I would use the calculator that's on your Chromebook, or your calculator may be different, so I'm kind of hesitant on even saying that now. Go to Google, and I'm telling you to do this instead of doing your phone because of the order of operations. We're going to tell the computer to do 13 divided by tangent of 50. And then notice how I had to put in the word degrees. Tangent of 50, it thinks something is different. But when you type in the word degrees, then it gives us the actual value. If I press enter, it'll give us the calculator on Google. And this is actually what we want. We want 10.908, so forth. So this, I'm going to change back. So this is now x equals, we said 10.9. I showed you with that because, and not equals, but approximately, because we're rounding. Come on, Mr. Brummond. Now, I showed you with that because not everyone has the same calculator I have, and I don't have access to the calculators that you guys have currently. My bonus child has one, but she is at her mother's. If you have one of these calculators, you can do it on this calculator as well. You just take 13 divided by, and then tangent, and then you have to put in 50 and then close parentheses. And it gives us that same value. So that's another way that you can do it. If you have the green calculators, the blue ones, I can't remember what color the student ones are. You can do the same thing. 13 divided by tangent of 50. Here's what I'm trying to have you avoid doing. I don't want you to do it on your phone. Here's why. Your phone takes the tangent of whatever number is on the screen instead. So essentially what happens is if you use your phone, you would need to do tangent of 50, press enter, record down this number, and then take 13 divided by, and then you would have to type in that number. So it's a lot of extra steps to get this final answer, 3593. Oh, I was a little bit off on the last number. Still close with the rounding, but you can see being off by just a number does get you the wrong answer. But yeah, so just make sure that you write it down correctly and you type it in correctly. Better than I did. My camera's at a weird angle for me to record and present this effectively. So that's how you do these types of problems. Let's go ahead and do number 5. So again, this is my reference angle. So I'm going to do tangent of 24 degrees is equal to opposite, which is 9, over x. So now to get x by itself, we're going to multiply by x on both sides. So I have x times tangent of 24 degrees is equal to, these cancel, so you're left with 9. Divide by tangent of 24 degrees on both sides. Tangent of 24 degrees. And you get x equals 9 over tangent 24 degrees. Do that in any of the ways that I mentioned above. So 9 divided by, I'm going to use my TI 84 plus. So if I do 9 divided by tangent of 24 degrees, gives me 20.2 when we round. X equals 20.2. So x is approximately 20.2. We're finding the values of these. These are lengths, but we're finding values, so that's why I'm just leaving it as x, x, x. I'm not putting the word units on the end. If I wanted to find the length of these, and I was asking you to find the length, then I would add the word units on top. So 6 is a little bit different with this. Same idea, so we're setting up exactly the same. So you have tangent of 41 degrees is equal to opposite of that, so x over adjacent, which is 16. So the next thing that I want to do is, if you notice, I actually have x over here in the numerator. So if x is in the numerator, we actually have a different step. We want to get rid of the divided by 16. To get rid of divided by 16, we multiply by 16 on both sides. We're going to multiply by 16 on this side. We're going to multiply 16 on this side. So that gives me 16 times tangent of 41 degrees is equal to x. So now on my calculator, I just take 16 times tangent of 41 degrees. And then I get x is approximately equal to 13.9. 7. My reference angles here. So I have tangent of 62 degrees is equal to x over 25. Again, x is in the numerator, so we're going to multiply by 25 on both sides. So I have 25 times tangent of 62 degrees times tangent is equal to, these cancel, so we're left with x. So I have 25 times tangent of 62, and I get x is equal to 47.0. And I did equals again. You do approximately. There we go. Number 8. Here's my reference angle. So tangent of 43 degrees is equal to opposite, so 29 over x adjacent. So this is just like the ones from like 4 and 5 from above, where we need to multiply by x on both sides. So we have x times tangent of 43 degrees is equal to 29, and now we need to divide by tangent of 43 degrees on both sides. So that gives me those cancel. So I have x equals 29 over tangent of 43 degrees. Put that on my calculator. 29 divided by tangent of 43 is equal to, oh, I was a barbarian. Close parentheses. There we go. 31.09, so that's going to round up to 31.1. If you notice, it doesn't make a difference if you close parentheses. And so the reason why I do close the parentheses is later on, we're going to be doing operations with this other number. So we're going to be doing other things past this. If you don't close the parentheses, then it thinks that you want to take the tangent of everything that you do inside. So it's a good way to make sure that you're doing the problem correctly, and also will help out in subsequent courses. That's 31.1. Number 9. So here, 72 degrees. So tangent of 72 degrees is equal to x over 36. So x over 36 is going to multiply by 36 on both sides. So I have 36 times tangent of 72 degrees is equal to x. So 36 times tangent of 72. So I get x is approximately equal to 110 point. This 9 is going to round that next number up to an 8. So 0.8. This bottom set, example C, find the value of x using the definition of tangent, then find the value of x using the 45-45-90 triangle theorem or the 30-60-90 triangle theorem. Compare your results. So here I have 45 degrees, so that's my reference angle. So if I do 45 degrees, so I have tangent 45 degrees is equal to opposite, so 5 square root of 2, over adjacent, so that's x. So divided by x. We want x in the numerator, so we're going to multiply by x on both sides. So I have x times tangent of 45 degrees is equal to 5 square root of 2, because these cancel. Divide by tangent of 45 degrees on both sides. And I get x equals 5 square root of 2 divided by tangent of 45 degrees. This is a time where you have to be super careful when you do the square root part. In your calculator, you will want to make sure. So if I do 5 square root of 2, now in your calculators it has an open parenthesis, so right here you'd want to do a closed parenthesis before you do divided by. If you don't, you get the wrong answer. Same here. Make sure we go ahead and close that. So we get that, and it's 7.071, so on. So the length here is 7, which is approximately equal to, let's see, what is that? 1. Now I want to show you something. Tangent of 45 degrees is a unique number. Tangent of 45 degrees is 1. So 5 square root of 2 divided by 1 is 5 square root of 2. So this x value that's here, this 5 square root of 2, that 5 square root of 2, wait a second, this is a 45-45-90 triangle. This needed to be the same length as that, and that's exactly why, because tangent of 45 degrees has that special relationship. Same with tangent of 30 degrees and tangent of 60 degrees. I am going to stop the video here because of the time limit that I have on uploading. So I will begin problems number 11 and 12 in the next video.